Onward. Okay, so good. So that last one, well struck, pretty good with the impact there. Last one we just kind of missed to the right. Now that takes us into the laws of ball flight, which I give the PGA credit because this explains things golf pretty much in its simplest form. Okay, and that works from the result on in, and pretty much what that means, the ball is only going to fly with two factors, okay, and that is the club face and the club path. Okay, so I mean, I call it these Golf Digest people, where you know how it is. We'll get onto the golf course, four people will be out there playing, and the one guy reads Golf Digest and says, hey, if you want to hit a draw, you got to keep your right elbow in, you got to drop your right leg back, and yeah, it might all be true for some people, but it's not true for everybody. So that's where the laws of ball flight really kind of simplified things and really made a light bulb kind of go off in my head. So again, club face and club path. If you learn that, if you learn the laws of ball flight, you can pretty much diagnose what's going on. At any given point, you can then self-correct on the golf course as well. So what that explains is pretty simply that, again, club face and club path. The only way a golf ball can travel to the left, okay, is my path has to then move to the left. Of course, you can see that divot. Okay, that's the only way a golf ball is going to start over to the left. Now, same thing being, the only way we can miss that golf ball over to the right at some point, that club has to be working its way inside and then shooting it off to the right. So typically the line of which the ball starts is indicative of the path, okay, and from there the curvature of the golf ball has to do with the club path. Okay, so when we start to see a lot of spin in there, I'll try to get this one to hook. Okay, as that ball starts to hook, okay, we know that it's a club face issue. Okay, that club face is either that one was close to our target line, that we desired. So, again, this to me simplified things, and especially when we teach as well. You can always come back to the plane and what the club face is doing. Obviously, if that club face is shut somewhere throughout the swing, it's going to be hard for somebody to consistently hit it on target. I like to add the hula hoop. I think this is just something as simple as this is a really good swing aid. Obviously this looks just like how the swing plane would work. But what's interesting about this, what you'll notice with the swing plane, is this hula hoop only touches the ground at one particular spot, pretty much right where that pink tape is. Now, what we'll notice is, as our swing plane alters, okay, if I swing it too far to the inside, notice how at impact I'm all of a sudden swinging up. So remember earlier in the lesson we talked about my other guys that struggle with always kind of hitting back behind the golf ball. This game is very much cause and effect. So when I see somebody hitting way back over here, I know either we're throwing it with the hands or we've got that inside view or that inside attack angle. And conversely, I mean, it's interesting if we got the guys that are coming way over the top, okay, they tend to be steep. They tend to be the guys that dig as well, so they happen to be descending into the golf ball way too much when we have that over the top motion. You'll see their divots are actually way over to the left. Any questions with that? Again, it all kind of gets pretty simple from there. It's all, everything kind of helps out. Once we start to figure, as I swing and I missed it 10 yards to the left, we know that our path could even be alignment from there, but we know it's an either path or a club face issue. Any questions? Very good.